How's it going, guys? Welcome to the extended shed. We're no longer in this little area, we've got more space. So I've just gone and sprayed a bracket which was on there. I've also gone ahead and filled the weld around there and around there because I'm going to shave it off and make it look smooth just so it looks like it runs in properly. What else have I done? I have stripped the tank of paint, so that is now ready for a good sand and then primer and then a sand and then primer and then a sand and then orange, I think it is. I don't know, I haven't decided on the colour yet, but there is a couple of dents that I need to address on the front here. I've also gone ahead and welded the bottom bracket on. There, look, so that's all welded on. I've got the swing arm off, which is all getting cleaned and prepped ready for paint. I'm going to try and get the foot pedal back to chrome. Whether it'll go or not is another question, but my main goal is to get the frame prepped and ready so we can start putting stuff back together, because I want the engine back in with the frame. So I want to get the frame done and then I'm going to do the forks and get the front end back on and just slowly start building it back up. Right, I've ordered some more of them. Right, so I must have lathered this up about 5 times now with that gear, and it's fighting me. It is putting up the biggest fight. Like, I've got around here to strip off as well because there's like rust and stuff. There's bits of rust everywhere from wet paint stripped. Like, if you can see there's a little bit of rust that I need to flappy disc off. There's just stuff everywhere and it's just not coming off. It is, I don't, like, that is probably, oh, it's just not doing any damage. It's just I just don't know. And this is the thing that's slowing me down. I need to get this stripped and painted before I can put the engine back in. And I can't put the engine in until I've stripped and painted the frame. The tank went really well. For all intents and purposes, the paint stripper did its job. But for the frame, it's just holding on too bad. I ain't got a clue. Not a clue. So in the next clip, it's either going to be stripped by hand or it's going to be completely stripped by sandblasting. So you're going to find out in, I don't know, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I know I said that next time you see it, it'll either be hand stripped or it will be sandblasted. I went for the hand stripped version. The way I've actually done it is I've used wire wheels, and these wasn't the best wire wheels in the first place, but I used them with this absolute beast and it's managed to strip this half of the frame. So this half of the frame's now stripped. I've just got to spin it around and then do the other half of the frame and push this little bottom bit here, and then I've got to give it a light sanding because of all these little wire marks and stuff, but I'm going to get some quite thick primer just so I don't have to do much sanding. Plus it's only the frame, so I don't really have to go that ham with it. But yeah, we're finally getting somewhere. It's looking good. It's looking good. So it's been about 2 months since I've been in shed. This morning I've built some racking to get rid of all that stuff, and this side's completely neat, and now all that's going to be gone soon. Yeah, it's just waiting for that to go. I'm selling that's off, and then I've got the whole room back. I just need to sort my workbench out, but I found one of these hidden behind there because the other one packed in, the Makita one, and I've had this since I was 18. So yeah, I'm nearly done now, pretty much. Just got the head to do and a little bit more around here, around here. I'm not going to do the back bits because there's no need, you're not going to see them when the engine's in, but I'm going to get rid of all this rust and stuff, and then I'm going to fill that back out and give that a good sand so it all runs through nice, and then I'll get on with prepping it for paint, finally. It's only been, what, nearly a year? But it's a project, and that's what projects are, they're not meant for quick building. Engine's still there, fully built, ready to put in. I'm just gonna have to scavenge around my shed and find the bolts and stuff, because I ain't got a clue where I put them. I'm hoping they're them, because if they're not, we've fucked up, boys. Right, it is done. Finally. Months and months of wire wheeling, and I've actually managed to catch me sen, but she's done. All stripped, ready for a clean, and then a prime. Oh god, that took some effort. Some effort. Because that was soul destroying. I'm never doing that again. I'm just going to get it professionally done. But I was stubborn and I wanted to do it myself because I didn't want to spend 100 quid on someone doing it. But now I've learned, well worth someone else doing it, because that was horrible. Absolutely horrible. But we've done what we need to do. Now we can start prepping for spray, and it'll all look like one thing now, as opposed to, well, one chassis, as opposed to it being fucking all over its shot here and stuff like that. But the other soul destroying fact is I have the swing arm to do, which obviously is nowhere near as big. I've got the stand to do, I've got the back brake to get back to chrome, I've got to clean the springs, clean whatever this is. I can't remember how any of this goes back together, I'll be fair to you. That's obviously the stand, and obviously that's, yeah, I don't know. I'm guessing that goes through there somewhere, or maybe it goes through there, which it does. That's all good then. But yeah, we've only got these, I'd say these bits here. Them springs don't count, I'm guessing that's for that. And then the big ones for the big stand. Luckily, I found the engine bolts, which I'm happy about. But yeah, all I need to do now is start on these. Good God. But I'm not going to bore you with that, I'm just going to get on with it and get that done, get out of the way, and then it's all done then, and then we can move on to the next part, which will be spray painting.